Yes. We're back again. Back again to game week 25 of Premier League Friday preview show. The Dawn in the building, as usual. This is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm loving this. Game week 25. I'm here with Mark, all the way from Canada. Yes, I'm with Mark right now. How you all doing? This is Intercontinental Sport TV back again on Friday's show. This Friday Premier League show, preview show tonight. Game week 25. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm telling you, it's no gainsaying. The Premier League is spitting, it's sticking, it's having a grade of upcoming matches this weekend. So we want to look straight into all those matches coming up. I tell you, I'm not always here. I tell you, this guy's here with me. Mark, what's going on? How you doing, bro?
Well, it's a bright and sunny day, even in the cold weather of Canada. And it's good to be here. Yeah, let's do it like we always do it, and we'll have fun on the show.
All right, you can hear that from this great man. I'm telling you, Mark is ready with me. I tell you, Mark, how you doing? How you feeling? The AFCON is gone. AFCON is gone. How you feeling?
Well, it was fun for the almost 1 month that AFCON was on, but now it's over. We have to put it behind us and then look forward. I was watching YouTube the other day, and I saw the reception given to the Nigerian players when they arrived at Abuja. I saw William Troost-Ekong was speaking on behalf of the players, and he spoke very well. He spoke about being there like a couple of years ago with the bronze medal, and now they are with the silver medal, and hopefully they will bring the gold medal soon, maybe at the next competition in Morocco. So it's not all bad, even though Nigeria did not win the final. There'll be better days ahead.
Yes, better days ahead. I tell you. This AFCON has been fantastic. It's a very fantastic outing. Today we are looking at game week 25 at EPL, English Premier League. It's getting closer and hotter and tighter. You know, every situation right now. If you slip, one slip, you'll go down. You know, so all those players I'm talking about, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, they are all in the mix right now. Nobody's going to drop points. Even Tottenham too. They're all there. I mean, Aston Villa, you can't write them off as well too. So let's quickly, we're going to go into the matches for this weekend, game week 25. And the whole topic we want to talk about today is Mark. This guy, Kylian MBAPPE, for me, he says he's leaving PSG this summer, and actually has not mentioned where exactly is going. and there's a lot of stories. It could be Real Madrid, it could be Arsenal. I heard a hint from Arteta today that well, they have to connect to or speak with PSG if availability of Kylian MBAPPE. So now, talk to me about this guy. I want to ask, why is he leaving? Or, I mean, he's been there for a couple of years, and Real Madrid have been going back and forth. But this time around, he has mentioned it. He's leaving. Is it because of money?
Yeah, money is definitely in the mix, but it is not only about money.
Mm,
Well, I'll start by saying that this transfer, this saga that involves Kylian Mbappe Lotin and his club PSG,
mm,
is always going to rear its ugly head, and it's always going to be a love story that will come to an end.
mm,
We remember that Mbappe was at Monaco before PSG signed him for, I think, 160 million euros that they signed him for. And that was a lot of money at that time. And it still is a lot of money.
mm,
But before then, Mbappe with his family had gone to Real Madrid to see the facilities. He went like on a tour. And I saw a photograph on the internet that he took with Cristiano Ronaldo when Ronaldo was still playing for the Bernabeu Giants. And so he fell in love with the club, but because of money and some considerations, he ended up going to Monaco, where PSG snatched him up. And
mm,
now he has been with PSG. Alongside him, there has been Neymar, there has been Messi, there has been Daniel Alves, many other stars who came with the intention that PSG will win the Champions League. But unfortunately, they got to one final and they've been unable to do that ever since.
mm.
So the quest for glory is
Yeah.
what I think is pushing Mbappe, and secondly, money. And
Mm.
I don't see him going to another club except Real Madrid. The
Wow.
reason I say that is because Real Madrid are the champions, the eternal champions of Europe. They've won the Champions League, I think, 14 times, far more than any other club. And they are the ones that have the financial might that
Yeah.
can sign him outside of France. Even though the Premiership clubs too, a few clubs like Man City can sign him, but I think his heart is set on Real Madrid. He has not come out openly to say that is where he wants to go,
Yeah.
but it looks likely that is where he will finally end up.
If you look at Real Madrid right now, where do you think he's going to play? Because Vinicius Junior is there. I mean, that's his wing, or is he going to be starting as 9 point man?
Well, I think that when Real Madrid come to that bridge, they will cross it. But I don't think that they will want to displace Vinicius Junior for him. They will
Yeah.
rather keep Vinicius Junior on the wing and probably put him on the right wing because he's very skillful. He has an eye for goal. Or they might attempt to make a swap. But whatever happens, they will want Vinicius Junior to play alongside him and probably Rodrigo because those are
Mm.
the two
True.
players up
Yeah.
front that have the prospect of pairing Mbappe in that three-man attack. So I think they are going to make it work, and probably some strikers will have to leave, like maybe Joselu will
Yeah.
have to leave
You will leave.
Real Madrid. Yeah, he will leave. Maybe one other person that I can't remember now. They will have to make way because for me, I always see that three-pronged attack as Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo.
Mm, mm. Well, I'm just looking at situation whereby, but his style of play is I mean, it can blend in Real Madrid. I mean, Kylian
Yes,
Mbappe.
definitely. He's a top player, and all top players will fit in, given the right conditions, at any top club.
Yeah. Do you see Mbappe as the next, if I let me say, the next best player in the world? I mean, who else?
Definitely, I
When you are
see
talking
him.
about world class, I mean,
Yes,
is
yes,
in that category.
yes, definitely, I see him. And another thing that works for him is that he's a French international, that
Mm,
which is a big force in European football. So he has played in two World Cup finals.
mm.
He scored a World Cup final hat trick. He
Yeah.
has so many goals. Even before he had played 50 games, I think he had lots of goals. And at his age 25, he has done wonders. He's already the world champion. The only thing that he has not won is probably the UEFA Champions League. So, and that can be done with Real Madrid because Real Madrid, they are always favorites every edition of the UEFA Champions League. So I think that is where it will probably go, and that is what he wants to achieve.
Well. Thank you so much, Mark, on that because this news has generated a lot of context. People are already talking about it. I mean, Kylian Mbappe leaving PSG. There was a time he actually did that. He wanted to go to Real Madrid and he was persuaded to stay. They increased his money, a lot of money. And
Yes.
do you think could that be trigger again? I mean, is that what he wants? Do you think he actually he has said he wants to leave, but the same thing he said that the other time. I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
I think this time it looks 90%, 95% certain that he is not going to renege on that utterance that he wants to leave. So I think it was 2 years ago that Madrid tried to sign him. They offered PSG 200 million euros, and PSG were like, "Hey, do you think that we are short of money? We also have money. We are rich." And so they countered that offer and they forced Mbappe to stay by giving him a bumper package. It was something that no player could refuse. And they've been doing that. We know PSG for that because they have Qatari money, Arab money. They did that with Neymar. They signed him for, I think it was almost 190 something million pounds from Barcelona. Yeah. And they offered Messi a big contract too. So they have the financial might to do that. And that's what they did with Mbappe then. And I think then they gave him a 2-year deal. The second year, he has an option to extend to 2025. So now that 2024 season, 23-24 season is ending, he has told them he's not renewing, that he's going to leave. So I think this is something that is always going to happen. It is a question of when, not if. And PSG, they are thinking that, well, with more money, we can do whatever we want. But in this case, it's not always going to work. He wants to go to a club with name, with history, with pedigree. Not very many people know that PSG was founded in 1970. A group of, yes, they only have 53 years of history, going to 54 years. It was a group of businessmen who came together and said, hey, let's have a top club in the French capital. And that was how PSG came about, But Real Madrid, 1900, that is some 124 years of history. So you can't match that. They are almost 3 times as old as PSG. And they have won so many awards.
So many.
They've had so many great players. Hugo Sanchez, Emilio Grino, name it. They've had the Raul and then the like. So he wants to be the next big thing. And that is why he will go there.
Well, thank you so much on that. Let's move on. Actually, we're looking at the game week 25 of Premiership. That's Premier League. Brentford will be hosting Liverpool. That's the first game tomorrow. Burnley will welcome Arsenal. Fulham will also welcome Aston Villa. Newcastle will be welcoming Bournemouth at their stadium. And also West Ham will be traveling all the way to Nottingham Forest. And Spurs will welcome Wolves. And the big game for the weekend, I see it as Man City versus Chelsea, which is gathering a lot of momentum right now that, Chelsea, can they stop Man City from winning this game? You could see so many messages on our WhatsApp group by Prof saying that they want to do an Arsenal favor if they could beat Man City. And the Prof said, if, is it you that said, even if Man City they are sleeping, they will still win?
No, it was someone.
Okay, I think it was Bishop. Yeah, that said that. So on Sunday, also Brighton will be traveling all the way to Sheffield United, while Manchester United will be traveling to Luton. Another game on Monday will be Crystal Palace. Will be traveling to Everton. But let's talk about Liverpool. I hear that this guy is back. Salah is back to face Brentford. What do you think about Salah coming back into this game? I mean,
well, I think he's coming back at a good time because now we are in the business end of the season, and Liverpool will want to win this league too because it will be a beautiful farewell for their manager, Jurgen Klopp, because he has announced that he's leaving, and now that he's going to leave, they want to send him off beautifully. with winning another EPL
Yeah.
title. You remember that Liverpool had that problem of not winning it since 1990,
Yeah.
since before they now won it, I think, a couple of years ago, and that's something they will probably want to do again. But the race is going to be hot because Man City will not relent. Arsenal too, somehow they are in the mix mathematically, and so it's going to be difficult. But Salah's coming alongside that other Dominic Soboslai, and
Slide.
yeah, and there's another player they bought from Holland. I can't remember his name now.
Gravenberch or something.
No, not Gravenberg. There's another dude they signed. I'll remember his name as we go on. So he's a Dutch player. I think he's black.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah. Then they have Diaz, and then they
Yeah.
have another. They have very good strikers, and I think that this Brentford game,
Oh,
though it's not going.
Gapo.
Gapo, yeah,
Yeah.
Cody Gapo. That's the
Yeah.
name I wanted to remember. So they are going to do very well, and they likely would win, but it's not going to be a stroll in the park for them.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much on that. Moving on to this one. That's a big game for this weekend. Let's talk about Manchester City versus Chelsea. What do you think about this game, Mark?
Yeah,
It's going to be
this is the game of the weekend, and
yeah.
it promises to be exciting. It promises to be beautiful. I think that Chelsea are playing Manchester City at the wrongest time, if I can use that term. It's the
Yeah.
wrongest time because Man City need to close the gap on Liverpool, and Chelsea are in 10th place, which is not a place that they are used to. They don't want to be there. Pochettino has come in and he's trying to steady the ship, but it's been rough. They've lost a
Absolutely.
lot of games. Yeah, they've lost a lot of games, but I think the only bane for Manchester City in this game is their defense.
Hmm.
They are notorious for conceding goals, so they rely on their beautiful, sharp attack to outscore their opponent so that they can win games. And Chelsea, even though they have not been in the best form of their lives, they have everything it takes, to upset the apple cart. They can cause an upset.
I
So
tell you.
Manchester City, yes, they have to really, really watch it if they want to win another EPL title. So it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be tough, and I think that Helen Ireland will have something to say in this one now that he's back.
Yeah, Bishop, you're welcome to the show. I want to welcome you with this game. What's your preview of this game coming up on Saturday? Big game, big game, big game. It was you that said even if Man City they are sleepy, they will still win the game.
Yeah, it was me, and good to have me. Good to be on the show. Hi, Mark. Good to see you again.
Welcome.
Other guys, maybe they're listening from YouTube. Okay, so for Chelsea, I think there's no good time to play Man City. Even if they just finished losing a game last week or yesterday, it's still not a good time to play them. So I'm scared. I'm not scared for Chelsea because they've been battered throughout this season, so they should be used to it. But this will not look like a battered match. This looks like a match that will put up a fight. But no matter the fight they put up, Man City is still capable of doing the business. And I don't see Man City dropping points here.
At all. Wow, 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 wow. You can see this guy is back, Kevin De Bruyne. How important is Kevin in this game, Bishop?
Yes, someone said, it's funny because Ireland was missing, De Bruyne was missing, and they were not losing games.
Yeah.
Now the two of them are back, especially De Bruyne. He has been insane like since he came back. I thought it would even take him time to blend with the speed of the game, everything. But no, immediately you can feel his impact, you can feel his effect, you can feel the passes, you can feel his
And
scoring,
he's scoring goals.
He's doing everything. He's like he's a generational talent, and he's gonna go down as one of the great in Man City. I know he's gonna maybe likely finish his career here, which is gonna be a good thing. So he can also bring some people up from the academic, maybe give them some time to shine on their own. But having him back is a very, very it's bad for the other teams. For the other 19 teams, it's bad for them. But for Man City, it's good for them. So
Yeah.
it,
If I want to ask you, this, if you want to separate this thing, we've been talking about this thing when we say world class. World class. Can you categorize Kevin De Bruyne as world class player? There's so many things we mentioned, during the background, back and forth. So what can we classify this guy as a world class?
So
what's the difference?
when we say what class is City don't actually have like many world class like that. So, but De Bruyne is what you would call a world class player. Now, why? First is consistency. We have seen it season out, season in. We have seen it match out, match in. Now, you might have a one-off match, you might have a two-off match, but that is what we talk about the world-class player. When you least expected, they just pop it up and they
Yeah,
show up.
and
Look
the
at
show.
the game he came back on. I think it's Newcastle. They were losing. They were losing.
Yeah,
Somebody is coming from injury. You expect him to like, okay, he's still rusty. There was no element of rust in
at
it.
all.
Immediately,
Immediately, the
the
impact was
impact
there.
was there. We could assist. Look at the last goal he assisted for the young chap
Younger
that scored the goal.
mass.
It was out of this world. And just like I was saying on the group chat, Palmer, Sterling, sorry, not Sterling, because Sterling is past the age. Palmer, Saka,
Saka.
Foden, those guys, they can get there. They are on their way there. But right now, they are not there. So you cannot compare. So if you say Foden is world class, so what is De Bruyne? De Bruyne will be great legend or what? So we can't put those guys at world class. So we need to actually just calm down for these young guys. They are still 22 for crying out loud. They have years, like 8 more years to play without injury, of course. And even if they have injury, you can learn from De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes to injury and comes back and still deliver. Consistency, be consistent. Saka is on his way, Foden is on his way, Palmer is on his. All of them, they're on their way, but right now, none of them is world class
At all.
compared to. You can't even. I'm not. I will. It is a disgrace and it will be a shame to compare them to De Bruyne. So I will never even do that.
All
I
right.
want to say something about that before
All
we
right.
quickly move
All
on.
right. Go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
yes, I would say Kevin De Bruyne is a world-class footballer. And why would I say so? You may want to ask what makes a player a world-class. Like Bishop just said, that he is someone who can come up at the least unexpected moment and produce something brilliant that can change the course of a game. So if I look at De Bruyne, does he have that? Definitely he does. He has the technique as a midfielder to pass and he can score goals. He can score from set pieces, free kicks. He's very deadly. And also he has the physique, he has the mindset, he has the game intelligence. He can go to another top club and
Yeah.
play the same role and fit in beautifully. So definitely, yes, he's a world class.
It's a
Yeah.
world class. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I'll still come back with you, Bishop, on Vinicius Jr. Is it Juventus? Can we also say Mbappe is also world class?
Vinicius.
Vinicius.
So, so my point about Vinicius is not world class. That one is straightforward. He's not world class. But just like I said, he's on his way there. You don't put a young guy of how many years to come and be world class. Yes, even Ronaldo at 22 was Ronaldo world class. No, Ronaldo was not world class at
Which
22 at
Ronaldo?
23. The C
Which
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
See
C
Ronaldo.
Oh,
Ronaldo.
I think he was.
At
I think
22?
he was.
At
Yes, I think he
22.
was.
No,
Let me tell you
because
one
they
reason.
put his record with Saka's record. I saw his record at 22. He was nothing to write home about that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that I remember the first ever game that
Prof is joining
Cristiano.
us.
Yeah, I remember the first
Thank you very
ever game
much.
that Cristiano Ronaldo played when he came to Manchester United. It was against Bolton, the first day of the season, because Manchester United had gone to Sporting Lisbon to play a friendly game, and they were beaten 3-1. And on the way back, all the players, Paul Scholes and the likes of them, Beckham, they were telling Sir Alex Ferguson to buy Ronaldo because he really tortured them in that game. So when the new season started, he came into that game and they were having a torrid afternoon. That was the Bolton of JJ Okocha. And they were having a torrid afternoon. It was difficult. He came in and made everything simple. And I think they won 4-0 or 4-1. I can't remember, but they scored 4 goals and he scored, I think, 2 out of it. And from that moment on, he never looked back. Yes, he may not have Saka's record, but you tend to look at the fact that Ronaldo did not score in the Champions League in his first 29 games. Yet he is the record goal scorer for the Champions League at this moment, and it will take some time to match him. So I think that everybody have their off days, but Ronaldo, for me, was definitely world class at that
Okay,
level.
so let me weigh in on Ronaldo's case at 22. So we're talking about Ronaldo as 22 now. So nobody should come for me and say I'm saying he's not world class. So Ronaldo at 22 was not world class. Why? you can pick up some matches that he played, that he shined, and he has shined others. You can pick up the brilliance you've seen in his skills and his talent, players recommending him to coach to go and buy. They are all there for you to see that he is on his path to world class. At that point, Ronaldinho was at his top of his game. At that point, there are people that are top of the. Can you put the C Ronaldo of 22 to the Ronaldo of that time? I think Ronaldo should be maybe 28, 29, or 30 at that time. Ronaldo was
had
not
already
winning.
won World Cup at
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So at that time, you can't put them at the same bracket. He was on his way to be a world player, like a world best player. Now, I'll come back to that point you also made. What of Rooney at 22? Rooney first match of Man U, did you watch it? He destroyed that. I think it was Arsenal at 19. He was destroying people. But Rooney was not world class at 19. Rooney was not world class 20. He was scoring bicycle kick. He was playing for Everton. He was not, even when he came to Man U, he was not world class. These guys are on their way to world class. Let them be consistent. Give them time.
World class at 22.
Messi was, he has the ability, he has the skills, he has the techniques. He was not. You can't because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you cannot put him as
Bishop, I don't know.
You cannot put Messi at.
They'll come for me, Messi FC.
No, you cannot put world class on Messi at 22. Why? Look at when Messi was 22. Who were those doing it at the top of their game? Can you compare him to that guys? If you can, then we are saying he's world class. Now, when Messi will be 22, I'm guessing people like Ronaldinho, Eto'o, those guys will be maybe 30, 31, or 32. Was he performing as those guys were performing consistently? Those guys have been doing it all over and over again. He came to the team. Except you are saying that they are building a team around the 22 years old player, and he was winning trophy. Then you can now say, okay, Saka now at 22. They are building the team around him, but he has help. The help he has with him can make him world class. Saka right now is best above average. At best above average. Foden, best above average. Those guys, they are not the main guy. You cannot be, when you say world class, let me now go to that MBAPPE guy. I feel, for me, to do the personal opinion, I feel MBAPPE is overhyped. Now, they use the World Cup to always quote him. They use the World Cup to quote him. And this is what I say. That World Cup, he has midfielders that was playing for him. He has defenders that was playing for him, and he shows in this club. How many years has he spent in PSG? Why can't he deliver the Champions League? He has gotten Messi. He has gotten Neymar. Hold on now. He has gotten Messi. He has gotten Delima. He has gotten Neymar. Bishop. He has gotten Ramos.
Bishop,
do you want me to give you one class player that has played with him in PSG that he has refused to win the Champions League?
Bishop, one second. Welcome, Prof. We are talking about world class. You will still come to that. You're playing tomorrow. This is a big game. And do you see as Chelsea, you're a Chelsea fan, do you see Chelsea stopping Man City tomorrow?
Good evening to the Don, Mark, Big Mark, and Bishop. Well done. I mean, quickly, I'll go in, but Bishop just contradicted himself now with the MBAPPE story, He said MBAPPE played with world-class players, but he couldn't deliver a Champions League. So, out of the world-class players that he played with, how come those ones didn't deliver the Champions League to MBAPPE? Anyway, that's a story for another day. For the game against City, I mean, it's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, I'm seeing Kopama on the screen, a former Man City boy. Going back to his parent club, I think he will go there with mindset that he has a point to prove. We saw what he played in the first match. He came up and scored a very, very pressured penalty at the dying minutes at Stamford Bridge to make it an epic 4-4 clash. And so, will it be another epic 4-4? I'm not so sure, because look, Man City, they've kicked on to another gear as far as I'm concerned. They are still leaking goals. They are defensive. Defensively, they are still suspect a little bit, but going forward, they have all their big players back. I think except for Grealish, who was injured against the match against Copenhagen in the Champions League. But apart from him, I think they have all their forward players available and firing. Likes of De Bruyne. We didn't meet De Bruyne in the first leg. Likes of De Bruyne and Haaland and co. So it's going to be a big match. But I expect City to roll over Chelsea. I think these two teams, there's a huge gap, huge difference between them. City are going for another treble. This season, the man Pep is just an animal. He wants to do it again. Something that has never been done. That man keeps pushing himself to another limit, and I don't see the likes of Chelsea stopping him from him taking another step towards this feat.
All right. I think Emperor, can you hear me? Emperor, you want to talk about world class? Emperor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah, I saw your message. You want to talk about world class now? It said, I saw your message. It said on Instagram, you said,
Yeah.
Phil is world class. Are you talking about Foden?
Yeah, of course. Good evening, everyone.
Wow.
It can't be Phil Jones now.
Talk to me, Emperor. Talk to me, Emperor.
The more reason why I really want to interfere in what this my boss said is that, to me, any player in which can actually make an impact in 10 straight games is a world class. In 10 straight games, you are being considered for 10 straight games. You are making the difference. You're a world class player. Vinicius Junior is a world class player. Messi at 22 is not just a world class; he's a great player.
Yeah.
At the age of 22, Messi at that time, you will name him among the top 20 best player on planet Earth. Top 20 at the age of 22. Messi was there. I'm not a Barca fan. I'm a Manchester United fan. You know that so well. But I'm telling you, what Messi has proven at the age of 22, it's up there.
So
people, to me, I don't talking about Saka. I will not see Saka as a world class player, but Foden, that guy is a world class player to me.
Okay.
That's my own opinion, though.
Okay, let me just ask you a question. So Messi at 22 set some record, right?
Yeah, of course.
So as Foden, Foden has he made those records?
Come on, Bishop. Come on now.
No, it's just a question. I'm asking a question. Has Foden made those records? No. Why will I compare? I will never compare any player to Messi and Ronaldo. Only their two can be compared to themselves. Okay. But I'm just saying, at 22, at Foden, has he made some stats? Okay, let's say half of the stats. Not even full, half. No. Okay. So if you say Messi was a star at 22, and Foden has not made half of what he has done at 22, why are you not putting him as a star at 22, as a world class? Let me not use star. Everybody is so as a world class at 22 now.
Okay, you and I know that in every club, it's not all about records.
Yes.
Sometimes it's all about the difference, the impact this player makes in every match in which he plays.
I like that.
So Foden has been, in absence of KDP, Foden has stepped up to carry the team.
So that's the point. This season, right? I'm very sure you're talking about this season.
He has. I'm talking about this season, of course. I'm talking about this season.
You know
but
that
in other seasons, because Foden cannot play ahead of KDP.
Thank you. That's how I'm going to. Do you know that Foden was not even a starter in Man City in previous seasons?
Yes, he cannot play ahead of him now.
Thank God all of you know that.
But this season, he has proven his point to the extent that they need to find a way to fit him in for him to be playing regularly because he has proven himself.
Yes, he has always. I know he was a good player. Even when he was on the bench, I always feel like they are cheating this guy. This guy should go to a better club. I felt like that for him.
So, Bishop, can we? How do we compare? How do we now compare Saka and Foden?
Let me quickly. I will not compare. I will not compare Saka. Okay, go on, Prof.
Yes, thank you very much. Sorry. Look, for me, right? I've said it, and I said it on our personal group. For everybody has different opinions of world class. I think for Bishop, he has said it, and he has a point where he said if you do it so consistently over time, you qualify to be in the world class bracket. Another person will tell you that if you think a player can walk into the starting 11 of most top teams in the world, you can call that player is a world class player, which I think Foden. Now I think Foden and Saka fits that. I think Bukayo Saka will sort of walk into every starting 11 in the world, especially that right wing, because there are not a lot of right wingers better than him. But my point that I was hammering on, and what Rio Ferdinand hammered on, is simple. How do we now? We can say Phil Foden has done this thing. He has trophies to back it up. No matter how much you want to say, if you say he has contributed one goal, I brought out the stats. Phil Foden had more contributions than Gundogan statistically last season to make Man City win the treble. He had more contributions in statistics, that is in terms of goals and assists, Phil Foden. So people come up with this myth of beat part role. Phil Foden had the world-class players in front of him, likes of David Silva, Riyad Mahrez. He had players that he couldn't easily dislodge. Because Saka did not dislodge any world-class player in Arsenal. How many world-class players have Arsenal fielded in the past 5 years? So he had an empty place, position to walk in and make himself, and he has done very well. But has he done it on the highest level? Does he have the medals to back it up? If Foden is speaking, showing off his medals, can Bukayo Saka come out and show? He has to do it for me on the Champions League semi-finals, Champions League finals, the Premier League crunch games. You have to do it there and there before you can now come out and say yes, Bukayo Saka is the work. He's not far from it, but people is work.
You have a point.
So from what Prof said now, I agree with everything you said, but I will not say Foden. So just like the Emperor said, you judge a player based on 10 games. I can't judge a player based on 10 games. I cannot even judge a player based on one season because I can give you one season.
Don't get me wrong. Not just 10 games, but this guy has been consistent all season.
No, you said 10 games. You said 10 games that you give me.
I'm just saying, but he has been consistent all season. We know that.
But me, I will not even give one season wonder. I will not. There are many in Premiership. Miku is one. Where is it? After the first season, where was he with the second season? There are many one season wonder we see. They just shine and go, and we can't find them again. So, based on that, just like I said, Foden, Saka, they are on their way. They are doing well. But this English press just want to bring some kind of confusion into their team. And that's why the England national team, even though they have the players to win most competitions, they can't. Because the press will always do something to just cause confusion in the camp. Why are you bringing the two players head to head? I don't understand why.
Sorry for cutting you off. Do you know that Jude Bellingham has been ranked among the top 100 best player in Real Madrid history, in the history of Real Madrid?
No.
Because
of
just
been one match already. You see?
He has been ranked among top 100 best Madrid player, among the top 100.
But this is the first season. Putting him in top 100, I don't know how many players Madrid have seen in their lifetime that are putting him in first 100. But
I'm surprised. I'm shocked. When I saw it, I'm shocked.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's only, in fact, maybe he might be ahead of the Fodens and the Saka on his way to world class. But he's also there. But me, I would not put him. Even Jude Bellingham is not world class.
I'm interested in
he's not even world class.
Bishop, because the way you say all these people are not world class.
They are not.
Like to know, who are the world class players?
Let them get to the place. Just like you said, Foden is on his way. Is he ahead of Saka? Yes, because he can bring out his trophies.
Bishop, you believe Vinicius Junior is not?
He's not. He's not. That please, I beg, leave that guy.
I want to know who your world class players.
The guy you are seeing on the screen. The guy you are seeing on the screen is world class.
De Bruyne.
Okay. Yes. And I said even Man City doesn't have like maybe 3 or they have like 2 there. Rodri is 1.
Okay, sorry. Does Manchester United have a world-class player in our team?
Right now. Let me tell you, the only person that would have been world-class, but he did it in one season, so I'm not convinced, is the captain. So I can't say he's not even. So is he a good player? He's a good player. He's a good player, but he's not world-class. So apart from that, take him out. The rest of them are average, and some of them are below average. People like Anthony, they're not even in average yet. They're not even in average yet.
Bishop.
Yeah, I can hear you, Big Mark.
Quick question for you. Who are the world-class players in Real Madrid?
In Real Madrid, right now. Right now, the right back, what is the Carvajal, what they call him? Carvajal is a world-class player. He's a world-class player.
Can you mention 2 other players?
I will mention. I just say, hold on. I most of their team. Modric,
okay.
2.
The German midfielder Cruz.
3. So Cruz, and Carvajal and
Modric.
Modric are world-class players, but Bellingham and Vinicius are not. Right?
They are on their way there.
I get your point. You're breaking a world-class player based on trophy.
What is trophy? It's not trophy. It's not trophy. It's not trophy. Look at what. See, You might. I think you guys. Okay, the three people I mentioned. Who do you want to argue about?
Bishop, hold on.
Nobody. You can see all of us agree. You can see.
Old
You see that
cargo.
everybody say old cargo because they did it consistently. It's not old cargo. There are some old cargo that I will not mention. I will not mention some old cargo. Rudiger is an old cargo. Why did I mention Rudiger? Why did I mention Rudiger?
Rudiger is a world class
Rudiger is
player.
not an old cargo.
What are
Rudiger
you
is a
talking
small
about?
boy.
He's a world-class
Rudiger is a
defender.
world class
Which
player.
world class defender? Chelsea chased him.
No. Okay, Alaba. What about Alaba?
Sorry, I missed him. I missed Alaba.
So what has Alaba done that Rudiger has not done?
So I will not look at Alaba at Madrid. I will look at Alaba when I started watching Alaba at Bayern Munich.
Okay, which means that right now he's not a world-class player.
No, he has already accomplished that consistency. I've seen that consistency over time, over 4 or 5 seasons.
Bishop, I think you are paying too much focus on the fact that they've done it for too many years. Because even Modric can cruise right now. Don't be surprised. Yeah, they've done it, but they are old already.
I agree. Yes, you are right. You are right.
They will not walk into. Do you think Modric will not walk into Man City's team right now?
I agree.
Who will Modric get to Man City?
No, hold on. I agree. It's not an argument, but
putting too much focus on the fact that they've done it for too long. That is not what it means to be world class. Jude Bellingham he doesn't get better than that. Jude Bellingham is a world class player.
Hold on. Look at what we say. This is what we say. Form is temporal. Skills is everlasting. Now let me take you to basketball. Steph Curry has been playing awful this season. He's been awful.
Yeah.
But he's a world-class basketball player. You cannot argue with anybody. Nobody can argue that with you. You can be off form.
Modric and Cruz are not in Madrid's first 11. Do you know that?
I know, but those guys are world class. It's not by first 11. De Bruyne that they will use for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. He might even go on injury next week. Hold on now. He might even go on injury next week. But guess what? Even if he doesn't play again this season, even if he doesn't play again football in his life, he's a world-class player. He's ending his career as a world-class player.
All right, because of our time, I got to end up this show. Look at the EPL table. Liverpool is 54, Man City 52, Arsenal 52, Tottenham 47. I'm going to ask you, Emperor, before we close the show. Emperor, can Manchester United make top 4?
Nah. To be sincere, that team, I'm not even understanding that team, but I just pray they make the top 4. But that team is kind of, bro, the team is shaking. Now prayer, no be like na prayer. But if Man U will be informed consistently, if they are informed, definitely they will make it. But we are just missing some players now. Martinez is back injured. So if all our players are fit, definitely we'll make top 4. Tottenham is definitely going to leave that position. Chelsea, no, for real, Chelsea will end ahead of Tottenham this season. What? Chelsea will end ahead of Tottenham this season.
10 to 4. From 10 to 4.
Just what? Chelsea will end. I don't know the position Chelsea will end.
I'm not with you on that one.
I don't think it starts against Man City.
Emperor, they will look for you. Emperor, they will look for you.
Every Friday I'll be coming up here. Friday,
right.
I'll keep saying Chelsea will end ahead of. Chelsea might beat City tomorrow.
Bro.
The highest team Man City. The highest team Man City will get from Chelsea tomorrow. It's a draw. That's the only thing Man City will get from Chelsea tomorrow.
Tomorrow, draw.
Don't worry, Emperor, we'll ask you that you said so.
I said so. The only thing they can get is draw.
All right. Look at this game for tomorrow. Lastly, Prof, quick one. Burnley will be welcoming
a piece of cake for Arsenal. There's no way Arsenal will go to put 6 past West Ham and lose the game to Burnley when Man City have crucial game against Chelsea, and then Liverpool have a difficult game at Brentford. So Arsenal will see this game as an opportunity to, just in case there's a slip up from Liverpool and City. I think Arsenal will beat Burnley easily for them. Easily.
Wow. What about this game, Bishop? Talking about
So Manchester United Luton is not a this thing. We all know that Man U has been grinding out results.
Yeah.
Man U has been grinding out results, and they've not been playing well. So I understand where Empro is coming from. They've not been playing well at all, but they've been grinding out the results. You see, that's the stuff of champion. So when you say is Man U a world class club, so somebody look at this season and say, is that one club? Is that club? Look at that useless club. You can't judge them based on this season. But we all know who Man U is. So what I'm trying to say is they are grinding out results. Luton is not going to be a piece of cake. Luton, because that their small ground reminds me of Arsenal Highbury. When they take you there, they will deal with you. So that Luton field reminds me of that stadium. I say Man U still grinding out their results this week. They will still grind out that result. So for top 4, I don't think Tottenham will drop because of the kind of football they are playing. But I think Aston Villa will drop. Aston Villa, to me, I know they will drop. But for Tottenham, I don't think Tottenham will drop. So I'm not even pushing Tottenham. My mind for Man U, we're not chasing Tottenham. We're praying that Aston Villa should come down because they are still going to visit Arsenal. They are still going to visit Man City.
Man City.
So those two is enough for them to drop 6 points. So
all right. This is how far we can go tonight. Emperor, I want to say massive love. Thank you so much for joining us on this show. One love, bro. I appreciate, man. I appreciate. All right. Prof, tomorrow
Thank
is
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Didon.
Tomorrow is tomorrow. Tomorrow is tomorrow. No slip up. No mess around.
Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
All right. Bishop, one love, bro. Anytime. I appreciate.
Yeah. So this weekend is the All-Star Games. We couldn't do the preview, but I'm going to have fun. So I might not even be watching EPL because it's going to be a lot of games on Friday. They are starting with the All-Stars. The non-basketball players are going to be playing. Then on Saturday, but to watch out for, just for our viewers, things to watch out for: the 3-point contest. Steph Curry is not in it, so but Dame Time is in it. Dame Lillard is in it, but it's going to be challenged heavily by Michael Beasley, who has been on 47% 3-point shooting this season. So everybody is really rooting for him. Then there will be another 3-point competition between Steph Curry and a lady, Sabrina Ionescu. She plays for California Light. So she challenged Steve Curry, and Steve Curry took the challenge. So they're going to be challenging 3 points, but expect Steve Curry to whoop ass. Then we'll have the All-Stars, West versus East, Captain LeBron versus Captain Giannis. Giannis was the last year zone because Giannis always play with agility. He doesn't know friendly from the match. He was just bullying everybody. But this season, LeBron has KD, LeBron has Jokic, LeBron has the Maverick guy, Luka. So and Anthony Davis is fit now. So Anthony Davis is going to be playing for LeBron's team. So I'm expecting a strong man. But I think Giannis guys will win it because they have Embiid there. So they have Embiid, they have Dame, and they have Tyrese. So it's going to be interesting weekend for the basketball nations. We are all looking towards it, and they're going to raise a lot of money for charity. So that's very good of them. So thank you so much, guys.
All right, Bishop. Thank you so much. All right, Mark. It is what it is. On Monday, God's willing, we'll be talking about the European, Champions League format.
Yes, we will talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about it. Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much because of our time. Mark, one love. I appreciate. All right, viewers. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, smash a like on the video. And also, you know what I mean, this weekend is going to be massive. Don't forget All-Stars games this weekend. We'll be there. We'll be live. And please subscribe to the channel, share this video, and we'll be back once again on Monday to do the review of everything. Until the same time on Monday, I want to say shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for having us. Bye for now.